Let's go. Chicago Bulls win 139-137. I don't know why I'm so excited for a preseason game, but I was excited. It went to OT. The announcers were not so happy about it, but for us, it was good. We got to see an extra run with the starters because they played most of the game. Pretty much the rotation that we'll see. And then we had the other guys that are fighting for spots, and in the rotation, got some extended play there down the stretch and then in OT. So it was a good game for us to see, what we could do. So that was a nice game, man. We pulled out the win. THC had a huge bucket there at the end. Dalen, Josh, and Billy, they were all out today. Dalen, he's still rehabbing his injury day to day. And then Josh was on rest, and Billy supposedly was sick, so he didn't even make it to the game. But Wes Unsil Jr. did a really good job covering him. He made some good timeout calls. His defensive strategies are better than what we seen the Bulls last year, and we seen it in the preseason a little bit. They kind of regroup after being clumsy in the first half, and then regroup in the second half. And this game, it was like we were playing a regular season game because they played their starters pretty much the whole entire game, it seemed like. And the Bulls, they brought their second unit in. So the second unit actually got some playing time against their starters. It was good. And it's not even just second unit, it was third string as well. The Bulls came out firing from the gate. Ayo, he was super aggressive, and he did well, man. He's a difference maker. He's going to have a good season. I think from his first year barely playing to his second year making a huge jump, and then now he's definitely taken a big leap the last few years. I'm excited for Ayo. Lonzo had another restriction minutes, which we kind of should keep expecting. He played well, came out the gate with an air ball, but that being said, he had good passing. He gets the ball up court quick. Stacey even said on the commentary, he doesn't waste any dribbles. He gets the ball so quick up the court, and then he creates opportunities for the Bulls that they usually don't. And in that first quarter, after we were hot, we ended up going ice cold. And, it was tough. We were getting really stagnant on the offense. And then Lonzo came in, and then we started moving again. And then when they took the ball out of Lonzo's hands to bring it up court, that's when things got stagnant once again. So keeping the ball in Lonzo's hands to initiate the initial part of the offense is huge. And he had really good passes throughout the games. The finishes weren't all there for the people he passed to. He only ended up with 3 assists, 3 rebounds, but he did have 11 points. He made three three-pointers as well. So he did have a little nice game. And there was one play that he had was he sprinted up court and bum rushed. I believe it was Merrill. He made a good sprint. So it was good to see him in full speed mode, because I don't think we've really seen that type run from him yet since he's been back. So his knee looks good. I hope tomorrow and the next day, whatever, he comes back with good news that nothing's bothering him. So I mean, that was a pretty good play to just kind of see. He missed a layup, but it worked out. That was a nice aggressive move. So I'm excited for Lonzo. We'll get more into Lonzo maybe tomorrow. I'm going to break down what his expectations are. And, man, but I'm excited for him. Glad he's back. Josh Giddey, Lonzo Ball, running the show. The Bulls going to be much more scarier than people think they are. All the projections are we're going to be a terrible team. I don't see that. And then the preseason could show you we have quite a bit of weapons to use, and we're not as stagnant anymore. I just think we need to be consistent with what we're doing. We do get stagnant at times, but all teams get stagnant at times. It's just how long of the game you're going to do the same thing over and over with. And that's what we did for 2.5 years straight. We did the same thing over and over and over. And one person that has been coming alive a little bit and benefiting from more ball movement and better play as a team is Vucevic. Vucevic played great in the post. I personally like him as a big man. He didn't really shoot threes as much, but which is fine if he wants to. I thought he would shoot before Even in the pregame, I was saying he's probably going to shoot a lot. Man, he took it to them in the paint. I like that better. He definitely could take anybody in the paint. I don't know why he settles on threes. Yeah, I mean, if he's making them, sure, but like sometimes he'll miss like 5 of them and keep shooting them. And today he played well. And one thing too that's underrated on his part, and sometimes it's too much for him, is that he passes when he has mismatches. I didn't see him do that today. He took the ball, mismatch or not, and was aggressive with it. And then he was decisive with the ball at the top of the key. He was passing really well. He had a couple nice assists there as well. I think Vooch had let's see. Yeah, Vooch had 6 assists, 12 rebounds. Like good work. And 18 points. Like he definitely played a quiet game that not many people probably were crazy about. But he played efficiently, and that's the big man we need in this season. His defense is not going to be there. We know that. We saw it today. We saw it last game. In the last games, that he played, like he got the Olay defense. But if he's solid on the offense end, then we'll be okay because we already accept that he has defensive liabilities. But he is a big body down there, so he's not the best defensively. But if his offense is not scoring, then why have him on the court? So if his offense is scoring, he makes us a better offensive team. Anyways, Zach LaVine, Zach started the game out struggling a little bit. He forced a lot of shots, taking some. He was like triple pump fake to a fadeaway 3. It wasn't like the best. He did have a few good catch and shoot opportunities that he made as well. So the forced shots, I don't really know why he does that. He does make some of them, but he's better with the catch and shoot. I like the ball movement and him catch and shoot. I know he's going to do what he needs to do in the games. Take a few of those shots and see if they go in, and he'll get hot quick. And we know with Zach LaVine, it doesn't matter if a defender's on him when he's hot. So I think he likes to test that waters a little bit, but he did struggle a little bit. He was forcing quite a bit in the beginning, but then he got better. So I think that's coaching as well. They try to stop that a lot. I saw a lot of plays run today, and last couple of years we didn't see a lot of plays ran without timeouts. So today I saw a lot of plays ran, and then Kobe White's evolving in this. Ayo is evolving in this, and Lonzo and Giddey are already there. So having the plays run all the time is great. They play a lot of action plays today. I talked on this offseason, my Josh Giddey video. I broke down Billy Donovan's offense, and today you could see all 3 of those plays that I broke down. They ran today, so it was nice to see. And also they ran the court well today as well. They did. They've been doing it all preseason. They've been shooting a lot of 3-pointers, but yeah, today 56 attempts. That's a lot. 56 attempts is quite a bit. 19 for 56 on 33.9%. That is a lot of 3-point shooting. I know we had OT, but man, that's quite a bit. So we are shooting. We're making more than we did the last couple of years. We would go really bad numbers on those, coming out the game with like 12%. So those numbers are not too bad. 34% almost. I'll take that. And man, there's a lot of threes. But the final score shows 139 to 137. So both of the teams kind of struggle a little on the defensive end. But anyways, Phillips, I was excited that he got to play. I didn't really think he would. He disappeared though in the game. He didn't really do anything. I didn't see him much. It kind of was a disappointment for me on his end. But he had a good preseason, so one game is not too bad. Matas as well, he didn't get to do much, but the one thing you can see about him is that he understands the game. He understands the game at that level as well, and he hasn't played his official regular season game yet. Like, he understands when to cut, when to pass, when to be aggressive. In the summer league, he forced a lot of shots up, I thought, but this is a different type of Matas than we saw in the summer league. He knows he's playing with a lot of people. He knows he's got a role on the team. And, yeah, he makes some good decisions. And the one thing people are probably worried about is his shooting. And looking at his form, he has ideal form for that tall of a person too, and he has such a high release that, man, he once that shot comes, or even if it might even be this year, I don't know, 40% shooting is definitely reasonable for him if he's wide open. I think a lot of the shots from the other guys giving him opportunities, but if he could shoot 40% from the field, that would be great for the Bulls team. But he has a great release to do so. He's not going to have to fix his shooting form. And Smith, and Jalen Smith, that guy, he's a starting center. Like, he signed with the Bulls to be our backup, and man, he is a starting center by far. The guy never stops moving. Today I watched him a lot. Like, I wanted to focus a lot on him. Like, so my eyes stayed with him throughout the plays a lot. And even when someone else had the ball, I watched him a lot. He does not stop moving. He makes it so hard for defense. They're always chasing him. He's so active in the paint and contests everything. Like, he's good for defense and offense. So he runs the court so fast, and he beat everyone down the court today for an easy layup. It was nice to see. He's definitely the real deal. That was a sneaky sign in my opinion. We'll see when the regular season starts and when he starts playing against true bigs and stuff like that. But that was a good test against Cleveland, I think. And then, the second half, we turned up the 3-point shots and we turned up the pace better than the first half. We did get stagnant, so coaching definitely played a role in this, I think. And we came out the third quarter firing. I think we had 38 points. Yeah, 38 points. And 38 points again in the fourth. So they definitely did really well scoring the ball in the second half. It was a nice game, in my opinion. I thought the Bulls, this preseason did like a really good job implementing the fast pace that, we did that the last couple of years, but we never stayed with it. By the end of the preseason, got back to the normal ISO and pick and roll, everything. And pick and roll is the modern day half court set, but you don't have to do every time. You can do off screens and stuff and ball movement and cutting and stuff like that. Just two players doing pick and roll while the baseline guy maybe cuts is not the answer. So I'm glad the Bulls have kind of stopped that, and we'll see if it's consistently. But that was a good game and a good preseason for the Bulls, I think, with them implementing all the new plays and new actions. It's a lot different than last year so far. Let's see. Yeah, Dorothy. Let's go to Dorothy a little bit. I wanted to see him play more, and he didn't really get a chance to play. And then, it worked out for us that we had OT as well. He struggled a lot of bit. He only had 3 points. He had 3 assists though. He did pass the ball really well. He had 2 good passes to Smith. So and then 1 to Carter for the 3, I think. He definitely, he's an all-round player in my opinion. I watched him play in Indiana as well. Not like every game, but I've seen a bunch of them. I watched a bunch of his highlights this offseason. I went through a lot of games with the Pacers, like on the summer, and the guy is smart, man. And last year he didn't do much, but the Indiana year, like, he plays a good role on a team that could do pretty much everything. And the one thing we need is defense, and he tries so hard on that end, and he's not that bad of a defender. And today was a good example of that. He played good defense today. So I'm excited for Chris Dorothy. I know, like I said, a lot of people are not, but I am. He's going to show. Once that shot starts falling, then everybody's going to change their mind. Torrey Craig, I don't even know why he was out there. We should trade that guy. I like Torrey Craig. I just think we have other pieces that need his spot. Matas should get those minutes, or Phillips should get those minutes as well. And then you got THT. Man, that guy was so aggressive today. Like, he was so aggressive the whole preseason. Sometimes too aggressive. But today he missed a bunch of little layups. I kind of missed those layups the whole preseason. But he breaks down the defense a lot, and he's a willing passer too. So if he doesn't have the shot, he usually passes. And today he had a game, tying 3 at the end of the fourth quarter, which was so excited. And then he had that thing I was talking about. He bulldozed his way for an easy layup. That was awesome. Full court. He raced on court, bulldozed, tied the game. It was a good game for him at the end there. But he is so aggressive. But he could do everything too. He could shoot, he could pass, he could dribble, he could bring the ball up court. He could set picks, he could rebound. THT is gonna make the team. I think people talk about him making the final spot. No, he's definitely on the team now. And then EJ Liddell, he got the 2-way spot, so he's definitely gonna be on the team too. So he got the 2-way spot. So Horton definitely feels like he's going to be taking Bitten's place on the roster. Kobe White too. Kobe White's looking good all preseason. I like Kobe. He made some careless mistakes today. Turned the ball over, but man, Kobe's legit, and Kobe is going to be the star of this team. 14, 6, and 8 today. Passed the ball so well. He played the whole game, and he's playing off the ball now. So that says a lot with Kobe's his development. He usually had about 4 assists, maybe 5 assists, when he had the ball in his hands all the time. And last year he had the ball all the time in his hand, and his assist numbers started rising. And now he doesn't need bring the ball up every time. He's gonna get the ball in the offense. It's just about making the right decision, not turning the ball over. Today he did turn the ball over, but he makes better decisions, and he's not so hesitant with what he's gonna do. He's definitely thinking the plays through. He doesn't rush things anymore. He's a good player, and he's our best player by far. I think people could compare it with Zach LaVine. I think Kobe White, with the way he plays defense, the way he makes, is way better than Zach LaVine on a tremendously cheaper contract. And nothing against Zach. I just like Kobe, and I think Zach's time is coming to the end. But that being said, Zach LaVine, if he could stay in the way he's playing now, his value will go up, and then also the Bulls definitely will be better with him on the team. Zach LaVine is no slouch either. I just don't want him to force shots, and I also want him to change his contract to a reasonable one. His contract handicaps us in the off season and the trades. It's a little tough. But let me know what you guys think about the game, man. Oh, and we got the New Orleans Pelicans coming up. We have Pelicans, and then the Bucks, and then the home game against the Thunder, and then we got the Grizzlies thereafter the following Monday. So the 23rd, 25th, 26th, and 28th. So 4 games all right next to each other. The Bulls are back, and it's going to be a good season. Let me know what you guys think about this channel, about the recapping. I'm still a new channel, so I would like any feedback to improve it in any kind. I will go live on these games, in the pre-games and after, if I got enough subscribers. I'm still working my way. I'm only 2 months into the channel, so when I get more subscribers and more people to watch the live feeds, then I'll start doing the live videos. But I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you so much for checking out my channel, and I'll see you guys before next game, definitely. And I'll do a preseason recap and maybe a Lonzo Ball video as well. Have a good one.